Hey everyone. The movie clip for my journal that I chose to discuss today was the chase scene from Seven. If you haven't seen the movie, it's about a serial killer who bases his crimes on the seven deadly sins and is being pursued by two detectives, Detective Mills, who is played by Brad Pitt, and Detective Somerset, who is played by Morgan Freeman. Um, so in the scene, the camera tracks Mills as he is moving and makes use of handheld camera techniques in order to interrogate the audience into the events of the sequence. The chase scene that Mills becomes involved in uses a number of shots and camera movements in order to convey the action-packed pace of the event. The angles used usually obscure Mills or the murder suspect slightly in order to create a sense of enigma. And a lot of still mountain shots are used also in which Mills enters, conveying the frantic pace of his actions. So the changes in framing really create a frantic, chaotic picture with all that's going on where the chase is going down. You can see in the film that they're going down ladders and they're jumping into garbage pits, and the detective jumped jumped on a car, and it's just it gives a vibe to it that has a really dark and eerie, frantic pace vibe to it. And in a suspense thriller like that, it has never been conveyed like that in some sort of instance, because in suspense thrillers like Silence of the Lambs or um, what's another one? I don't know, but in like Silence of the Lambs, they don't use that kind of frenetic camera work to make sure the shots are all frantic and chaotic as much as Seven portrays it. But okay. So Fincher employs a handheld camera to immerse the viewer in the mayhem of the chase action scene in Seven. With these sneaky shots around the corners, the filmmaker effectively conveys the peril of even a momentary glance down an empty stairway when Mills and Somerset are unexpectedly faced by an armed intruder. John Doe ultimately John Doe ultimately defeats Mills in a rain-soaked alleyway at the climax of his pursuit set piece. Dropping down from a vehicle where he's been laying in wait, Doe incapacitates Mills, then holds a gun to his head. It's here that Fincher permits the rhythm of the editing slowed down again, pushing the tempo of the movie away from the intensity of the pursuit and back to that of the suspense thriller. I find it really ironic and twisted of how John Doe doesn't kill Detective Mills here out of morality or conscience, but because he's actually calculating in his head in those few seconds where he has the gun to his head on how he can fit this guy into a serial killing plan and destroy this cop. And I don't want to spoil the movie, but in the end, if you haven't seen it, the what's in the box scene, it was his pregnant wife's decapitated head, and the John Doe killed the wife right before uh, surrendering. So I'll let you watch the rest of the clip, and yeah, peace.